welcome back to Nikki Loves Locks. As you'll see, I'm wearing the same clothes as I was in my last video. Spoiler alert, I recorded both videos on the same day. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Nikki. I love luxury things. Luxury to me is everything from having nice weather for one day, or if you're in Glasgow, maybe it not raining for a change. I suppose I should be grateful. We've had a couple of weeks of no rain, so that's been great. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. Today I'm going to talk about something you see from a lot of YouTubers at this time of year, your 2025. Why can't I think of the word? What I'd love to purchase in 2025. My wish list almost. See, I tell you, see being in the menopause, it absolutely screws with your memory. You'll be thinking of something, boom, gone. Comes back. But anyway, enough of that. Let's dive in. So 2025 has been good to me so far. What have I got in 2025? Yes, this would have been on my wish list, and this would have been on my wish list for all time. Now, it wouldn't have necessarily have been this specific bag, but it would have been a bag from the Fendace collection that came around to Fendi a while ago now. I didn't have the money to buy one. I didn't completely missed it, so because of that I kind of had to live through other people's videos, etc. I admired Meredith's for quite some time, and fortunately enough she sold it in one of her latest blog sales, the fabulous Connor. Got it shipped to me. That was the Closet by Connor, and we managed to avoid customs. That's now my third purchase from Connor with no customs. So a Fendace bag would have absolutely been top of my list, and I've managed to get one, and we're in January. That's brilliant. That's a great start, isn't it? And here you say, what else could possibly be on your list? Now, I am a sucker for being influenced by other YouTubers, and those of you who follow Dale's Addiction and maybe Vintage Lover 83 on Instagram is a friend of Meredith, Dale, etc. And she sources bags in Japan, which is where Vintage Lover 83, I believe, lives. And she sends them around the world, sells them on to people, and you can purchase them. So I saw a bag in Dale's video and fell in love. It's a Peekaboo ICU, which to me is a great name for a bag to start with, because it's Peekaboo, I see you. Come on, that's just so clever. But also, I fell in love, love, love. Now, you might remember Fendi had a beautiful cracked metallic finish, a bit like this. But this one was in silver, and it looks stunning. But anyway, the next thing on my list was a Fendi Peekaboo ICU, and it was like that material, but in silver. And lo and behold, I was scrolling through Vintage Lover 83's Instagram posts, and did she not pop up one for sale? I'd recently made the decision to return the Hermes bag I got. Returning that bag got me my Fendace, and it's got me this metallic silver Peekaboo ICU coming from Japan. Now, I hoped it was going to be here today, but bloody customs, I've been stung. So I don't even have the letter yet to tell me how much I owe. I'm going to have to Google that and figure that out. But regardless, it's a bag I could get in the UK, but the one I seen advertised in the UK was over £1,000 more than what I've been able to get from Vintage Lover 83. So for me, that was then a no-brainer. So the second item on my list would be my Peekaboo ICU from Fendi. So we've got a first one was my Fendace, second one was my Peekaboo ICU, plus I love a Peekaboo, but it's a different type of Peekaboo than I already have. So I just need to see if I like it. If I don't, I figure I'll just sell it on, someone will buy it for the right price. Hopefully the price I've paid for it, because I don't believe in trying to make any money on these things. It's just not how I operate. So that's the plan so far, but I'm praying that I love it. But The material is perfection. I think I'll get away with it. To me, it's a very rock style. I like to wear rock t-shirts. I have a kind of rock chick look. I always joke with my husband, as he always says that his favourite version of me is rock chick Nikki, but he also loves it when I'm boho, so I'm a bit between that, so it just goes to show classic is not me. So that's my second one. And probably the third bag I'd love to get is an addition to my Loewe collection. Only have one so far. I would love a puzzle bag. I prefer the original puzzle, however, I want it in a really bright colour. And I know that the bright colours aren't always available in the really older ones. Now, I've got a lot of pink, I've got a good bit of blue, I'd like a yellow, maybe a green, that kind of lime green or acid yellow, something that's just like boom in your face. You're not going to miss this bag. That's what I'd like. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled. I had a good look on the Loewe sale, and yeah, definitely seen something I like there. But yeah, just all going to depend on money, and that might be, yeah, that's the 3 bags I probably would like this year. Now, I'll probably have some that hit the departure lounge because I don't have an unlimited budget. I fund these myself. I work really hard for my money. I work in a corporate world, so it's not my own business or anything like that. I just work my backside off. So for me, that's how I would be able to do that. But yeah, that's my plan. In terms of jewellery now, there's an item of jewellery that's probably going to be on my wish list for the next, I don't know, 20 years. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get myself one or afford it. If I found one on the second-hand market that was good, I would buy it. And it's because I have an obsession with the Bulgari Serpenti collection. I'm also a massive Harry Potter nerd. Don't all hate on me. I'm not Team Gryffindor. Please don't give me hate. I'm a Slytherin through and through. 1, I like green. 2, Slytherin doesn't just mean you're nasty and you're evil, because you don't all have to follow the Dark Lord to be a good Slytherin. It's about being courageous and ambitious and all of these good things. And for me, the Serpenti bracelets, like the actual cuff ones that they go round once or twice, they're absolutely stunning, but they're also really expensive. I have looked at some cheaper versions in other brands. I did get myself a lovely, lovely, lovely Bulgari one when I was in Rome at the airport. And it's leather and got some gold on it. It's beautiful, and it definitely scratched the itch a heck of a lot. But in an ideal world, I would love one. There is a lot of dupes of that type of thing, or not dupes, I would say, more inspired by it being the year of the snake. There's a lot of options out there in other brands right now that I'll probably have a good look at and see if anything would be the right one for me. I don't want it to be too gaudy though. I don't want like loads of diamantes in it and for it to look cheap. I just want it to be something that looks gorgeous and classic and stunning. For me, that's probably the thing. I don't think I would settle for the ring. As much as I love it, if I could get the yellow gold ring cheap or cheaper than store, I would take it. But I probably also have to be realistic that I might have to go second hand even if I can afford it, because things are going up in price a lot, a lot, a lot, and wages aren't going up in price a lot, a lot, a lot. Because let's be honest, if every employer gave everybody a rise in line with inflation, everything in the world would get more expensive. Then every price would go up again. The wages would go up. The entire world would collapse under the weight of that. Now, I know some people probably think that employers should give us unlimited pay rises, but their businesses, when they've got shareholders, they can't afford to do it, because shareholders demand returns on investments. They expect dividends and all these other kind of things. So for me, that's where I'm kind of trying to be realistic about these things. So yeah, that would be my next item that would be on my 2025 wish list. So I'm not going too crazy. I like to be kind of sensible. with it. Maybe getting a serpenty card holder would maybe scratch an itch. I had a purse. It was beautiful. It was just too big. I don't use purses, so I sold it. I got it second hand. So for me, that's where I've got to think about these things, and think about, how much I'm willing to spend versus the actual price. Now, I'd still love to get a Birkin, but I don't have the money to buy a Birkin. It's as simple as that. If I bought a Birkin, I'd be too scared to use it. And that's where, for me, I've got to think about, is that a sensible option now? Do I want a bag from Hermes at some point? Yeah, but Christ, I've had 3 now and none of them have worked. First I had the big hair bag. Is it 30, 39? Far too big. It looked ludicrous on me and a hell of a faff to get in and out of. Then I had the hair bag 31. Slightly better, but the strap sat kind of there. So it's got the handle, which is sitting there. It's just irritating. Wasn't the bag for me. Then I had the petite Arcon bag with a shoulder strap that was just too short to be crossbody. Again, sitting right under the boob. And I'm like, do bag designers actually take boobs and things into account? I guess not by some of the ones I've seen. So yeah, they are probably the things that I would like. Now, there's also a whole other story that I could talk about, and that would be if I lost weight, I could buy more designer clothes. But I'm going to be brutally honest, I'm too fat to wear them. And I even hate saying that out loud because it makes me sad. We put so much pressure on ourselves to be the perfect wife, the perfect mother, the perfect employee, have the perfect job, the perfect house. And I'll be honest, I eat at times to make myself feel better. And it doesn't make you feel better because you just get caught in that doom loop. So, if I was to lose weight, I would buy a drunken tailor jacket from Vivienne Westwood. And that's because those jackets are designed beautifully for women. And they take into account boobs, they take into account waists, they take into account so many things that men don't have. And yeah, that's the absolute dream, but that's always been the dream. But maybe I just need to be a bit more realistic, or maybe I just need to say sod it, actually go and try one on in the size I am now and see what I think of it. I probably feel like it would put it on and it would feel like I was about to burst out the jacket, and that's why I don't do it. Do I need it? Probably not. Should I be grateful for everything I've got? Absolutely. Should I maybe just have more willpower and try and lose weight? Absolutely. But anyway, try not to be too hard on myself. Excuse me for that. I wasn't expecting to burst into tears with you on my YouTube video. But anyway, maybe what I should really be buying is sunglasses. Yeah, actually, on the sunglasses front, has anyone seen the latest Gentle Monster collection? It's like sunglasses and glasses, but with jewellery. So you've got bling at the top of the glasses. They look amazing. I would probably look really silly in them compared to the people they have in the adverts, but they also have some beautiful, beautiful sunglasses. Now, I'd be scared to buy some of them because they're coming from overseas. I don't know what they would fit on my face. I've got quite a small nose, and a lot of times sunglasses that are designer just go woof, and I spend the whole day pushing them up, pushing them up, pushing them up. So, maybe that's the next thing for my wish list. I wouldn't want to spend too much money on that, but I think the final piece I've got to do, the final one, has got to be something from the Blossom collection. Coming next from the Murakami edition. I've said this before, I think, on my channel anyway. We had a cherry blossom tree in our garden when I was a kid, and ever since then it's been complete and utter love. I love wacky stuff, I love kooky stuff, I love things with googly eyes and stuff like that, Anya Hindmarch stuff are right up my street. It's like she can see inside my brain and knows what I want. But for me, I definitely want something from that collection. I'm patiently waiting for my the lookbook coming through from my essay in Edinburgh. She's wonderful, the wonderful Sherry Cardoso. She's done everything I've needed from her. I can't ask for more than that. And I literally got assigned her as I walked into the store to buy something one day, and she was the person who helped me, and that's been it since. Anything I've asked for, she's been able to get. She's so polite, she's so nice. Nothing's hassle, nothing's a drama, and I feel like I probably owe her a box of chocolates or some nice flowers, maybe. I will be in Edinburgh this week because I'm going to see Chicago with my husband. I can't wait. I love a musical, so maybe I'll get a little thing and leave it there for Sherry if I know she's in, just to say thanks for everything you've done for me so far. You've been lovely. Because, I've said it before, but I get that sometimes people in designer shops can be a bit arsey, but they're not all. There's some really golden ones out there, and when you've got a good one, keep a hold of them. Don't let them go because they're fabulous. But anyway, I'm like, honestly, it must be a Scottish thing. I just digress all the time. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my 2025 wish list video. I don't know if I'll edit out some of those bits. I don't think I will because, in case you hadn't guessed by now, I've never edited a single video I've done because I believe in it being true and authentic. You can let me know what you think of that. I do think at times I should have a swanky intro and insert videos, etc. But I've not had the time so far to look into how to do those things. I don't have the money to pay for anyone to do that either, because for me this is a side thing that I love doing. I just love getting my thoughts and views out there, and for the people who do respond, I try and respond to every single comment. Also, one of you contacted me on Instagram because you'd seen some of the bags sold by the Closet by Connor, fellow Scot as well. You know who you are, but you're so welcome to follow me over there. I don't really do anything handbag wise in Insta. It's probably more of a insights into my brain, things like Winnie the Pooh, just randomness. But yeah, you're all my family, and I thank you so much for coming here and for coming back and watching all my videos. You're really appreciated, and probably also tearful because my arthritis is horrific today. But anyway, I'll get a shower, I'll put my compression gloves on, take some good painkillers, and probably be out cold for about 3 days. But anyway, I'll feel better, so that's worth it. But thank you so much for coming back. Take care. See you in the next one.